Around 2,000 years ago, there stood an empire on the face of the earth, whose borders stretched from the cold seas of Britain to the scorching deserts of Egypt. Wherever the soldiers of this empire set foot, roads were built, cities were born. Its legal system still influences our modern laws. But the real question is, how did such a massive empire begin with just two brothers and a tiny village? And why did this most powerful empire eventually crumble into dust? Today, we will explore the complete rise and fall of the Roman Empire, from the very beginning to the very end. The story of Rome's birth sounds almost like a fairy tale. According to legend, there were twin brothers named Romulus and Remus. Soon after their birth, an evil king ordered them to be killed. But fate had a different plan. A she-wolf found the babies near the river Tiber and raised them as her own. When the twins grew up, they decided to build a city. But a fight broke out between them about where the city should be built. In that fight, Romulus killed his brother Remus. Then he built the city on his chosen spot and named it Rome, after himself. This was in 753 BC. How much of this story is true remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. The city of Rome grew on 7 hills, and at the beginning it was nothing more than a small village. No one could have imagined that this tiny village would one day rule the entire known world. In the early years, Rome was ruled by kings. For almost 250 years, 7 kings governed Rome. But the last king, Tarquinius Superbus, was extremely cruel. His tyranny pushed the people to their limits. Finally, in 509 BC, the Romans expelled him and made a bold decision: no more kings. Thus began the Roman Republic. In this new system, 2 consuls ran the state together, and beside them stood the Senate, filled with representatives from powerful families. Interestingly, many modern democratic ideas come directly from this Roman system. During the Republic, Rome slowly grew stronger. First, it took control of the rest of Italy, and then its eyes turned toward the Mediterranean. Rome's biggest obstacle in dominating the Mediterranean was Carthage, a powerful trading empire located in present-day Tunisia. Rome and Carthage fought 3 major wars, known as the Punic Wars. During the Second Punic War, Carthage's general Hannibal did something unimaginable. He crossed the Alps with war elephants and entered Italy. He stood right at Rome's doorstep and wreaked havoc for nearly 15 years. But in the end, Rome emerged victorious. In the Third Punic War, the Romans completely destroyed Carthage. Legend says they even sprinkled salt on the ground so nothing would ever grow again. The Mediterranean Sea became Rome's very own Roman lake. But as the Republic expanded, problems grew too. Generals became more loyal to their own armies than to the Senate. This was when a powerful man rose to prominence: Gaius Julius Caesar. Caesar was a brilliant general and a shrewd politician. He conquered Gaul, present-day France, and even launched expeditions into Britain. His popularity skyrocketed. The Senate began to fear him. In 49 BC, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army. This was illegal because generals were forbidden to bring troops into Rome. But Caesar declared, "The die is cast," meaning there was no turning back. After the Civil War, Caesar became the undisputed ruler of Rome. He introduced many reforms. Even the calendar we use today is based on the one he created. But his growing power worried many. On the 15th of March, 44 BC, as he sat in the Senate, he was stabbed 23 times, killed by the very people he trusted. After Caesar's death, civil war erupted again. Eventually, Caesar's adopted son Octavian emerged victorious. He renamed himself Augustus and became Rome's first emperor. Augustus was clever. He never called himself king. He called himself the first citizen, but in reality, all power lay in his hands. Under his rule, Rome enjoyed peace. This era is known as the Pax Romana, the Roman peace, which lasted nearly 200 years. Augustus transformed Rome from a city of brick into a city of marble. New buildings rose, roads were built, aqueducts supplied water. Roman civilization stood at its peak. Many emperors came after Augustus, some good, some terrible. Nero was notoriously insane, while emperors like Trajan and Marcus Aurelius were excellent rulers. Under Trajan, the Roman Empire reached its greatest size. Britain to Mesopotamia, Portugal to Egypt, all were under Roman control. Nearly 5 million square kilometers of land and 60 million people lived under this empire. Roman roads were so well built that people used to say, "All roads lead to Rome." Soldiers could move quickly, traders traveled safely, and Roman law applied to everyone. The system was so strong that people believed it would last forever. But from the 3rd century onwards, things began to fall apart. Emperors were assassinated one after another. The borders were constantly attacked. The economy weakened. Inflation skyrocketed. There are many reasons behind Rome's fall. Barbarian tribes attacked from outside. Corruption grew inside. The empire became so vast that it was impossible to control efficiently. In 395 AD, the empire was divided into 2 parts, the Eastern Roman Empire and the Western Roman Empire. The western half weakened rapidly. Finally, in 476 AD, a Germanic commander named Odoacer removed the last Western Roman emperor from power. And thus, after nearly 1,000 years, the Western Roman Empire fell. However, the Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, survived for almost another 1,000 years. The Roman Empire may be gone, but its legacy remains. Our laws, languages, architecture, even our calendar carry Rome's influence. English, French, Spanish, all evolved from Latin. The writers of the American Constitution were inspired by the Roman Republic. Romans taught the world how to build with concrete. The Colosseum still stands strong, even after 2,000 years. The history of Rome teaches us that no empire lasts forever. No matter how powerful, everything eventually falls. But whatever is built with greatness lives on through generations. So this was the complete story of the Roman Empire. From 2 twin brothers and a tiny village to the world's greatest empire, and finally to its downfall. If you enjoyed this historical journey, stay with Fact and Frame. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to get updates whenever a new video is uploaded. See you in the next video.